The Prime Minister has today announced his intention to recognise a Palestinian state in September and conditional upon Israel's actions in the lead-up. On the same day, the IPC has declared famine in Gaza. This is disappointing. Disappointing that the Prime Minister believes Palestinian statehood and the right to self-determination is conditional. It is not. It must never be. But even more disappointing is the fact that we're distracting ourselves with questions of recognition and statehood at a time when reputable sources are estimating that the civilians in Gaza, especially the children, will begin to die in their thousands in the coming days and weeks if the necessary aid for their survival does not immediately reach them. The devastating blockade imposed by Israel is effectively starving an entire civilian population. The United Nations and other aid agencies have already warned of mass famine conditions, with approximately 100,000 women and children being acutely malnourished. Without the entry of immediate life-saving aid, thousands will perish. Starvation-related deaths are increasing daily, in particular amongst children. Just a few days ago, we saw reports of an infant, Zainab, 5 months old, having died weighing less than what she did at birth. Israel's horrific treatment of the people of Gaza is absolutely intolerable. Estimates suggest that if this blockade, this barbaric siege, is left unchecked, it could result in the death of over 100,000 children. Aid must be allowed in through the proper channels immediately in order to halt a tragedy of this magnitude from unfolding. Just days ago, the Prime Minister announced the UK would airdrop aid into Gaza. But this proposal is deeply irresponsible. As the head of UNRWA has already warned, airdropping is inefficient and can kill starving civilians. It is a hollow gesture, a distraction from today's announcement of recognition of a state that fails to address the scale of suffering and risks harming the most vulnerable by distracting from what really matters in this extremely crucial moment. Malnourished children require carefully tailored therapeutic nutritional support, not random food parcels being dropped from the sky, and not conditional promises which may or may not be met in September. The wrong nutritional mix, mishandled or contaminated packages dropped in inaccessible areas can worsen dehydration or go uncollected, leaving children to perish. The only truly effective, safe and dignified route is for the UK and other members, for signatories of the Genocide Convention, to fulfil their obligation by forcing Israel to immediately lift its siege and to allow unhindered UN-led aid convoys into Gaza, and to permit NGOs and other medical experts to distribute tailored therapeutic nutrition at scale. I implore this government, use every diplomatic, use every economic, legal and political leverage to force the Israeli government to end this blockade. This is not charity or symbolism. It is a moral and legal imperative. If we fail, tens of thousands of children will die unnecessarily.